squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State-Illinois Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State-Illinois Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. Offense changing the play. The run from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with his back. At midfield, he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Wants to throw. It's Kinsey. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. This time they'll go to the running game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Dumps it off in the flash. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
On the run from inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Russell to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Let's take just just a second and talk about Penn State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but...
Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Illinois' offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win?
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Illinois right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Buckley. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Live by the blitz, get hit with a chunk play on the blitz too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On the option. Still pitching. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Rides the back on the option to give. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds his big tight end. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
To the ground to try to move the chain. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Fires left. Makes the grab. They will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Here's the pressure. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Illini. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to pass. It's Kinsey. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley. Time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Illinois lining up quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
35, Illinois, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Shakes off the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go right back to him. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Kinsey. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the 1st down and more. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. Turning it off. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
42, Illinois.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half? Singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football, racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. There he goes. Big cover by the defense, and he's off.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Pulls it in. It's Orlando. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the field goal unit is on the field. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved a lot.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Penn State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Illinois 7.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Fights off a defender. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Quick strike complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Try to barge their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
56, Illinois, 7.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch near the 50. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. The running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure coming. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to pass, it's Wolf. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're going to ride this running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. The short hand, it's Morris.
Quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building